IPSC and the Warrior Legacy, Fostering Global Resilience in the 21st Century, Skills Gap Trainer Note. Although we couldn't scrutinize Bill C-21 legislation in full due to our time constraints, we managed to present this proposal. This is in response to an urgent situation in Canada, one with geopolitical, technological, and social implications. It's a crisis that, unfortunately, is of our own making. Distinguished members of our global community, as we journey forward into the 21st century, complexities and challenges continue to rise on our horizon. At this pivotal moment, we, as initiates of the firearms community, bearers of the qualified professional QP status in STEM disciplines, members of silent STEM communities, members of silent and afraid academic communities, members of silent and complacent early 90s immigrant and refugee Eastern European communities, and members of the practical shooting arena, find ourselves compelled to put forth a call for our collective action. Our objective is not just to protect an ancient legacy, the legacy of warriors in battle and sports, encapsulated within the International Practical Shooting Confederation IPSC, but to catalyze a dialogue that echoes worldwide and emboldens future generations. Our experiences within our study of the discipline of practical shooting have revealed its profound depth and intricacy. Recent deliberations surrounding Canada's Bill C-21 highlighted this discipline's societal relevance, prompting us to consider its role and impact beyond the legislative sphere. What emerged from these reflections was a concern for an existential threat that warrior sports face in our era, a risk that we might forget our ancestral wisdom and let the ethos, our philosophical frameworks, and our historical frameworks that once defined us slip into oblivion. Similar to how the philosophy behind martial arts seemed to perish away in the West. Throughout history, the indomitable spirit of warriors, from knights, samurai, Rajput and Maratha warriors, to Shaolin monks, Spartan hoplites, Roman legionnaires, Viking Norsemen, Native American warriors, Maori Toa, and numerous others, have etched their legacy into our collective consciousness. This legacy is not limited to their martial prowess or their hard-fought victories. It encapsulates a philosophy that prizes resilience over surrender, strategy over rashness, and respect over contempt. This warrior ethos, mirrored in the IPSC's motto Diligentia, vis, celeritas accuracy, power, speed, reverberates the essence of the Olympic motto Citius, Altius, Fortius faster, higher, stronger. Both embody a pursuit of continuous self-improvement, mastery of skills, and strategic decision-making under pressure. These are principles of excellence that foster discipline, resilience, and respect for the adversary. Sports shooting is not merely a test of precision and control, but it serves as a timeless conduit, linking us with the traditions of our ancestors, all while equipping future generations with the tools to face an increasingly complex world. It acts as the custodian of the warrior ethos, helping mold our shared consciousness and prepare us for the manifold challenges that lie ahead. As we grapple with a multitude of global crises, from climate change and resource scarcity to geopolitical tensions and technological dilemmas, the ethos of the warrior shines as an invaluable asset. The virtues of wisdom, resilience, and adaptability are more critical than ever, and it is the disciplines like IPSC that nurture these virtues, bridging the past, the present, and the future. Just like the challenge Picard had to solve in the season finale of the Star Trek TNG series, in order to finally find what would make humanity ready for the future, and he did find solution to the existential danger posed to humanity, and so can we. However, today, this ethos in the combat sports, professional public safety disciplines, and shooting disciplines that safeguard it, like IPSC, stand on the precipice of oblivion. To reiterate our mantra, warriors do not die, they live forever. This is our call to ensure the immortality of the spirit. The onus lies on us to ensure that our shared heritage continues to inspire and guide us, informing our present and shaping our future. Our journey, however, is just beginning. Our mission transcends the completion of a report. It demands a global conversation, an in-depth understanding, and an acknowledgement of the importance of these sports and the ethos they represent. We stand united as a global community, upholding the flame of the warrior spirit. Let us rise to the challenges of the 21st century with the courage, resilience, and adaptability that defined our ancestors. This is not a call to arms in the sense of warfare, but a plea for preserving our collective heritage, shared ethos, and the disciplines they inspire. We urge you to lend your voice to this mission. Together, we can ensure that the legacy of the warrior, as embodied in sports like IPSC, remains unforgotten. By safeguarding these disciplines, we are not merely preserving our history. We are equipping ourselves for a future fraught with challenges and existential crises. We are ensuring that the warrior ethos, the guiding spirit throughout millennia, endures. As we echo the words of Seneca, "A warrior will sooner die than live a coward," let us not be the generation that lets the warrior ethos fade. Let's ensure it thrives in our hearts, our deeds, and disciplines like IPSC. Let's ensure that the legacy of the warrior endures, forever undying, forever respected, forever guiding us. To our collective future, and to the undying spirit within us, we extend this invitation. Consider writing to a senator in the Senate of Canada today. We firmly believe they welcome our collective assistance in rekindling the philosophical and historical frameworks that have brought us to this crossroads, and that are crucial for building a resilient future. We have compiled a report that explores the complex intersections between the International Practical Shooting Confederation (IPSC) and society at large. It unravels how IPSC serves as a fulcrum of spiritual significance, bridging numerous critical professions and conservative values. This point of convergence, if shifted, possesses the transformative power to alter the destiny of not only Canada but also the world at large. To delve into this multidimensional perspective, visit our comprehensive report that is available on the same page that this video is hosted on, at Skills Gap Trainer website. If you feel called to contribute to this mission and play a part in fortifying the historical, cultural, and philosophical bedrock of Canada, thereby ensuring our nation's resilience and capacity to navigate and triumph over the human crises of the 21st century, we extend a heartfelt invitation to you. One of the crucial tasks of the 21st century, for instance, is to ensure AI safety. This Herculean endeavor may necessitate a comprehensive shift of the Internet to Web 3.0, a task of a scale so immense, it defies comprehension. Yet, isn't the preservation of all biological and synthetic life worth such an endeavor? To accomplish this, wouldn't we need a robust philosophical framework from a STEM perspective as the basis for our design, rather than an architecture born out of politically driven objectives? And to establish this framework, don't we need a thorough understanding of our history, from which we can derive invaluable lessons? Like the interconnectedness of the Internet, our culture too is bound together through an intricate, invisible web of thought, a pivotal nexus of which is IPSC. By shifting this pebble that rests upon the intersection of all conservative philosophical thought and technological thought, the seemingly insignificant yet fundamentally critical element may set off a cascade of change. A mountain tumbles, clearing the path for us to construct the future we envisage, guided by our dreams and aspirations. Our shared future, that of Canada, that of America, that of Mexico, that of Europe, that of India, characterized by freedom and technological progression, especially the future of India, poised on the brink of resilience, growth, and freedom, and the future of the world as it's pulled along the correct path, all hinge upon this singular decision. Just by moving this pebble, we can set in motion monumental shifts that clear the way for us to build the future of our dreams. The Skills Gap Trainer Team. Related information for aspiring or practicing STEM professionals who have good problem-solving and puzzle-solving capabilities, and for the rest of the public to enjoy, ponder, and communicate to each other about. Skills Gap Trainer Pro Tip. If the boomers, Jenks, millennials have so easily forgotten what the warrior ethos is, we ask you Gen Z and newcomers to Canada, in the amazing future worlds of India and of Turkey, look at the videos below. Witness our failures in understanding the warrior rulers of our culture. Use as an example to teach good history, philosophy, virtues, and values to your next generation, and carry the warrior ethos forward into the future, as you have done for so long in the past. As for the Western world, sorry for destroying your future Gen Z. We couldn't stop them alone. Perhaps your generation will do a 180 and go to war, but instead of burning everything down in anger, fly above all of us and reach a better place. Top Gun Maverick, Ultimate Action Suite, Inspiration and Dedication. If this message does any good to help rescue the warrior ethos, the article is inspired and dedicated to the efforts of Christian Bale to spread the warrior ethos to our culture for another generation, especially in his role in Equilibrium into The Dark Knight. Hans Zimmer. P.S. Christian Bale. I want to see Iron Man pulverize a Borg network of elites and billionaires from World Economic Forum, World Health Organization, UN, and CCP, who try to subvert the sanctuary of life and freedom that is Mexico, America, and Canada, and then pound them into sand. This would be enjoyable and fit with the current method of filming fantasy superheroes. But if the studios ever decide to film a realistic superhero, you are the man for the job, to rise again with Iron Man technologies.